So you are not listening the thing
No, I'm
which I
trying
am
to
trying to
understand what
say.
you're saying, but it's hard because you don't speak
So
proper
didn't you
English.
get
So
the last line which I told you? So didn't you get the last line very clearly? Didn't you? If
that
you
you
want to
sign
resolve your
in.
problem, you
That's sign
listen
in.
me. You listen me.
You. What's up? So you guys, this Xbox One I can't sign in problem. I just called Microsoft and I've gotten some terrible customer support. So one of all, the man didn't speak proper English and I had to speak to him, and he was very frustrating because not only was he not giving me any answers or solutions, he was simply just beating around the bush and trying to tell me the company slogan. And also I think calling someone customer is very disrespectful. Because after all, we're all Microsoft, we're like a family. So I was telling him that it was hurting the company, and people were talking about switching to Sony. So, and I asked to speak to someone higher up. He did not let me speak to someone higher up. So I said, that's fine. Can I speak to someone else that speaks proper English? And he literally did not let me switch to anyone else. He was very, very disrespectful, telling me if I don't like it, then I can hang up. And then at the end of the conversation, I asked him, I said, what is your name? And he did not tell me his name and said he hung up. So what we're going to do is we're going to call back. I tried to get my other phone and I tried to record it, but I wasn't able to. So right now I'm going to call the number, and you guys see, I'm going to put it on speaker and I'm going to let you guys see what's going on here. So let's see if he even answers. He may not remember my number, so let's see. I waited a while. Oh no, he's not trying to answer now.
Thank you for calling. Please continue to hold for the next available agent.
Let's see what happens here.
Thank you for calling technical support. You're talking to Mike. How may I help you?
Mike. Hello, I called and talk about some Xbox problems and stuff like that, and I've gotten one of your employees, and he was very disrespectful. He didn't speak proper English so I can hear him, and I respectfully told him I don't understand what you're saying and I'd like to speak to someone else. He would refuse to tell me my name, and he ended up hanging up in my face.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like people don't do that stuff. Like that's not like part of your job. You're supposed to be respectful, right, to the people that are trying to speak.
Of course, yes.
Yes, it was an Indian man, and he was very, very disrespectful. He refused to tell me his name, and he wasn't trying to give me solutions and stuff like that. And I have respectively told him I don't understand what you're saying, and it's very hard. Can I speak to your higher up, because the way he was talking to me, I didn't like it. So I asked him to at least then put me on with someone that speaks proper English. So it's good to hear from you, Mike. It's good to hear. But
All right.
obviously he avoided my call and it switched to someone else. He could have did that in the first place and we wouldn't have had a big problem. So I'd like you to take that up, but of course he didn't tell me his name. So obviously that makes it hard, but he is an Indian man that I can hear from his accent. That's what made it hard to understand him. But I'd like to talk to you about the Xbox problem. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the problems are I can't sign into Xbox. Like I can't get into my account. And many people have reported on my channel that they can't get into their account and sign in. Other people have said that the games that they bought digital, they can't play them, and they own the game. And also, I've been getting another special case about games they actually own on disc, saying that they don't own the game.
Do you have a Microsoft account for your Xbox?
Yes.
You do have an account, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you could tell me,
Huh? Everybody has a Microsoft account that's been reporting this, and I'm not the only one that was suffering.
Yes, please go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Okay, I'm not the only one that was suffering from this. A lot of other people, like this happened back in December 9th. A lot of people weren't able to sign in and they weren't able to play the games they own. And, a lot of them were very upset because they didn't get the help and they were talking about switching to Sony. and I've been here trying to, get people to stay on Xbox, but when you get you get an employee and you speak to him and he hangs up in your face and he says all that stuff, people are not tempted to stay on Xbox, and I'm trying to keep people to stay on Microsoft. So I just need some help, Mike, some answers.
Don't worry about that, sir. So, if you could tell me, do you have a computer, laptop?
Yes, I do, but I don't have internet right now. I'm on a hotspot and I'm running out.
Oh, okay.
And
Because,
right
sir,
and
I'll tell you what.
yeah, yes, Mike.
Because in order to work on it and to find out the problem in your Xbox, that why you're not able to do all those activities which you wanted to, I would have to get your Xbox connected to your computer, right?
Okay.
So that I can get your computer connected to our network, so that I can work on it.
Okay, so Mike, this is a really big problem. Multiple people are dealing with this, and I'm trying to call for all of them because a lot of them don't know what to do. I've made videos telling them to call technical support, but if they're going to get that same man that I got, then it's going to be a big problem and they're going to get upset. So I'm just trying to say, you should maybe speak to somebody that's higher up, because this is not just a one person problem. This is a many people problem, and it's happening again. This happened in December 9th. People couldn't sign in. They couldn't play the games they own. And it's even happening on disc games, which I think is very crazy, because you own them on disc. They should be able to work. But so this is a serious problem, and I just want you guys to take this seriously, because it's not just, one person calls, you help them, then the next person has a problem, then the next person, I want this to be like a big update where it fixes all this so it doesn't happen again. I don't want people to switch to Sony,
Correct. No problem, sir. First of all, right, you just said that you do not have the internet connection right now, and you're running out of your hotspot, right?
Yes.
So first, we have to fix your issue, right? Then
Well,
we'll
my issue is off and on. Sometimes it says I don't own a game, but it gets back on. But a lot of people are reporting on my YouTube channel that they're having this problem. So I'm just trying to get this fixed for them, because a lot of them will try to call, or a lot of them don't know the number, and I have put the number in there, but a lot of people are just shy or scared or embarrassed, or maybe they got bad customer service, and then the dude hangs up in their face, or he's very disrespectful, or to be honest with you, he doesn't speak proper English. They can get easily irritated with that when you're trying to understand someone that you can't understand. So this is something, Mike, you should probably note, and to tell that someone that's big in that it's a really big issue, and it's a big problem, because if people are paying for games and they can't play them, then that's an issue where, hey, why am I going to be on Xbox if I pay for a game, and it's like they're cheating me out of my money. It's like they're scamming me,
No, sir, it's not about that. It could be due to the, network configuration problem. So this might be the reason, you are getting these kind of problems. But certainly we'll look into that matter, and we'll make sure that, in future you would certainly never be facing these kind of problems again.
Okay, right? Just please make a note of that, because it's getting serious. It's about 20,000 people dealing with this and commenting and being upset, and I can't really help them. I'm just telling them, hey, maybe restart your Xbox, maybe uninstall your game, maybe install it back in, maybe check and see if you gave someone a game share. But those aren't the problems here, and it can't be fixed by a simple restart. So make a note of this and tell them to maybe make an update to where these type of problems don't happen.
I would be doing that. I'm already doing it at my end.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. You are a lot more helpful than the last person I spoke to.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, so as long as you make a note of that, I appreciate it, for real.
Thank you.
All right. So you made a note of that, Mike?
Yes, it's done.
Okay, because you probably might get some more calls today, just so you know, about the same thing. Just make sure that one man that they put me on, he refused to say his name, and he hung up the phone. Just make sure he gets talked to. I know it's not a very big, it's not too big of all the what is it called, technical support people, but please speak to him because he needs to have something said to him, because that was very disrespectful.
I apologize for that, sir.
It's okay, Mike. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But what were you saying?
All right. So is there anything else you want me to do?
No, as long as you made a note of that and know that these problems are an issue, a big issue, and they're happening rapidly. So I'd like you to do something about it by at least making a note, speaking to someone that's higher up and telling them it's a serious problem, because Microsoft is going to lose a lot of people. And another note for you guys, don't call people customers. That's very disrespectful. You guys should call them either guest or call them family, because one, we all are Microsoft users and we are a family. We're trying to stick together, and I'm trying to help you by telling you what's going on, so you're not out of a job because everyone's switching to Sony, because Sony,
Absolutely, yes.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Mike. Thank you for